Glad to have you with us from the Palouse, Pullman, Washington, and Martin Stadium. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the San Diego State Aztecs and the Washington State Cougars. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and we are keeping a close eye on the weather, along with help from Holly Rowe.
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Guys, back to you.
Keep that Super Doppler cranked up there, Holly. We'll look forward to it. And the Aztecs ready to kick it away first. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Handoff to the lone back. Hard running there. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
The fake wants to throw. Looking left. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He's brought down, and he looked for room to return it, and there wasn't much there. Straight ahead, it's Phillips. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Let's think just a little bit about San Diego State. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week. Commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David. And when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
That whole building gets excited because transfer pool is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going into the transfer pool.
Shakes off the defender. They got him at the 42, but he got 5 yards on the play.
And nice job on 2nd down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching him off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the 1st down.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Motion from the wideout. They'll go play action with Mack. Got his man downfield. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Follows his blocks. It's Phillips. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. And he's brought down after a short gain. The Aztecs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Push is ahead. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. The Cougars will use their first time out here. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. He's picked off and he's thrown a dozen of them. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Pushes forward for a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 8.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll ride him again. He's got the first down. He's stopped, and he's got enough to move the chain.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Backed up at the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Here we go. Go, go. Sells the run, looking to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Plows through the defense. Flying down the left side. He's at the 40. At the 20. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their 2nd drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You gotta like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for the edge. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. And the Aztecs are in the hurry up.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket. He comes away with a sack.
Quarterback's got to get rid of the ball. That last sack's not on the line. That's on him. Now it's 3rd down. Mack. Extending the play. Lets it by. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
Trying to get started. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. First play of this drive. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 for the first down.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10.
Booster, booster!
Fresh downs going up top. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it 1st down at the 39.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn.
Deep shot for the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
That's going to be a tough throw for the quarterback to make, right? He's right-handed. He's rolling to his left, and that throw is going way down the field. So he's not going to be able to get all the velocity he wants. He didn't have the accuracy either. And that's a bad combination, and that's a big part of why that ball was intercepted.
The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. And he avoids the sack.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Long way to go on 2nd down.
Black 14, Black 14. Ready, go!
Turns up, it's Baker. Runs through, man. He might have some space. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
There used to be a time in college college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You throw it to him and he'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
The Cougars peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line.
Ready, go!
Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Switch it! Go!
On the ground, it's Hobbs. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, missed the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Washington State ready to go with another first down.
95, 96.
We've come to the end of the period, and Washington State is on top as we get a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Wide receiver comes in motion. Might as well give it to him again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Out wide left, it's Hawkins. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
And the Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Drops back on first down. Fires to the big fella. Stopped right there.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Takes the handoff. It's Hobbs. And he fights his way forward. Gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up, David.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. Washington State sends out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looks it in. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Got guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And they got the completion, but no yards. Now they need to go forward to avoid a 3rd and long. Austin Mack. Out wide right, it's Phillips. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways.
Pulls it in down the sideline. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Again, it's Mack. They're all over it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Aztecs.
I don't know what play they called, but I would call it again because the defense had no idea what was going on. Receiver comes wide open, catches the football, and gets the easy touchdown.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
The Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. He's looking to pass. Right side, it's Baker. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
The Cougars come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to get the first through the air. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is.
Snap to the up man, it's a fake. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off.
Nobody in this stadium was expecting a fake punt there. 4th and inches, you thought you'd just leave the offense out, maybe you quarterback sneak and see if you can get it, but the fake punt works perfectly. Obviously, they didn't have far to go, but it made it interesting. But they pick up the first, and the drive stays alive.
A lot of times offenses will do the FIB, formation into the boundary, try to take advantage of you necessarily spreading out, sending more resources to the field, try to take advantage. Offense gave it a whirl, but the defense, they did not move. They did their assignments, got the TFL.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Selling the fake. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Out wide right, it's Hawkins. They pull him down, but he's got enough. It'll be a first down for this offense.
Offense defenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you and make big plays.
Wazoo headed to the line with another first down. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Tight end now in motion. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Touchdown Aztecs. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. On the return, it's Beverly. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Timeout taken by the offense as their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll move the wide receiver. Throws it back. Unloads to the wideout. Right side, it's Hawkins. Off and running. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Cougar. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. The extra point here would tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Peoples. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll go play action with Mack. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
The Aztecs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Sells to fake. Lets it fly. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls in.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Quick give. It's Phillips. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. The Cougars are going to use their third and final timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They booted away on 4th down. Their field, this one in tight quarters. Taken down right away. Offensive bunch formation. Changing the routes with his receivers. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Off to the races. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Washington State. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Peoples. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll go play action with Mack. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. DB's right up on the receivers. Unloads it downfield. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Look out! And they got it. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And the Aztecs will punt it away on 4th down. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. There he goes. Quick step and go. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Motion from the wide receiver. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports desk. We begin with Florida Atlantic taking on the number 16 team, the USF Bulls. And it's the Florida Atlantic Owls able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet. But brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
offense makes its way onto the field to start this drive. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Second and long here. Throwing, Mack. Time to take a shot. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. The Aztecs moving quickly to the line. Looking for a man. It's Mack. The screen. He's got wheels. That last completion left him with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Defense in press coverage. They just keep firing. Fires to the wideout. He makes a grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, San Diego State.
It's just a really nice throw. Really good touch towards the sideline on that corner route. And the receiver does a nice job catching the football and immediately getting up the field, getting in the end zone for the big touchdown.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. From deep, it's Hawkins. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Washington State ready to get things going now as the offense takes the field. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. Out wide right, it's Baker. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be. It's just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get them the ball, run after the catch.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Tells the run, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. From the gun, it's Woods. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Ton of ground to cover here on third and long. Making the adjustment on the play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
On his way back from the 20. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. San Diego State trying to get things moving on this drive. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. And the Aztecs in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
At the 40, there he goes. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Man, how nice is it to have such a playmaker that you can just dump it off to him, and you just get it to him, and he does the rest, and that's why they do this. They make sure they have a chart that they get this guy the football in space in different ways, and you see why. He chews it up after the catch, making his quarterback look great.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They'll go play action with Matt. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
Well, this defense was ready for goals against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. If you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Third and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Motion from the wideout. Off play action. Shoots it to the left. Complete downfield. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. On the option. He'll keep it on 2nd down. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Mack fires into the end zone. Touchdown Aztecs. And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
When I see the defensive man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner. Trying to get a great matchup on the outside and take advantage of it to make big plays.
Washington State going back to work on 1st down. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Right side, it's Hobbs. Across the 45. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Washington State has it all working right now. We'll send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw one first. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Wants to throw again. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Pulls and fires complete. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. The Aztecs will hustle to the line. The run inside. It's Phillips. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go play action with Mack. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Oh, and now the ball has been knocked free. He jumps on it and corrals it in great alertness by the return team to retain possession.
All right, let's go return, guys. You've got to do a better job with ball security. You know these coverage unit teams, they got 50-yard runs at you. They're coming in with a big head of steam. If you're not making a miss, you've got to have two hands on the ball.
Quarterback changing the play. They'll move the wide receiver. Off play action on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking for a gap. It's Hobbs. Oh, he's got some space. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the third. That'll do it for the quarter, guys, and San Diego State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Now just about ready to snap it to start the fourth. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. They'll give it to him again. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Running inside. It's Hobbs. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to be like, listen, O-line, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. On play action. Hit as he throws. Unloads in the nick of time.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
3rd and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Stepping to the right. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And they didn't have to blitz. They brought in the dime package, more speed on the field so we can cover in the back end and then let the D-line do what great D-line do.
And it's good! And they get a little closer here late in the game.
And I think I understand the thought process of the offense here. You cut into the lead. Now a touchdown wins it. I might have stayed a little bit more aggressive, but they obviously trust their defense, and they're trying to get the football back to this offense and try to make plays late in the fourth quarter.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. And the Aztecs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have two hands on it in this drive.
3rd and long coming up. Austin Mack. Out wide right, it's Phillips. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. The Aztecs with the 1st and 10.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. They'll go play action with Mack. Still looking. He turns it loose to the left. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. We're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that...
Going deep. Makes the grab at the 10. Touchdown, San Diego State. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth quarter lead. Coming out with it, it's Beverly. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. A defensive touchdown. He'll try to tack on one more. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. Deep in the end zone, it's Beverly. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. He'll take a deep shot here. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Throwing Mack. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And the Aztecs come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Phillips. Touchdown, Aztecs! And the beatdown has ensued. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season. Lining up for the PAT. And it's no good. He missed the extra point.
Number 92, set to kick off.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Washington State ready to get things going now as the offense takes the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. That's caught. It's Beverly. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Right down the middle. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Snapped on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on down.
Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Dragged down right at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Looking for the marker. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs.
This is so a Jesse Palmer. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Gotta look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Escapes the pressure going right. He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Motion from the wideout. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's complete to the left. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
It's always interesting how people handle it.
And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snapped it, and he has to have it. There he goes. He's at the 40. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down.
What a great second effort by the receiver. Catches the football, knows he's got to get some yards to get that 1st down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the 1st down.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Between the hashes, it's Baker. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Left side is Beverly. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. And the Cougars go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Snapped it in the shotgun. Fires to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels.
Touchdown, Cougar! Quick strike through the air for the score. They'll line up to go for 2. They want to throw it. They're working that left side. He stopped short of the goal line, and they are unable to get the 2 and cut this to a 2-possession game. Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Drops back on 1st down. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one.